From the culture of the American South, where roots hold stories, comes a natural deodorant inspired by generations of wisdom. Introducing Rootwork, the all-natural foundational Black American-based deodorant infused with the magic of High John the Conqueror root. Our unique blend enriched with this legendary root offers 24-hour protection, rooted in the power of nature. Embrace this deodorant that celebrates culture, history, and your well-being. Unlock the magic of Rootwork today. Experience the pure essence of nature. Visit rootworkstyle.com and make the switch to a healthier cultural choice.
If not, Mr. Symphony, I'm going to take you out the thing. Let's get him.
Hello?
Symphony?
Yes, sir?
Okay, you good? What's on your mind?
I'm good. Mr. Nasheed, first and foremost, I want to say it's an honor to meet you. I came by you about 4 years ago through your documentary series on hidden colors.
Yes.
Yes, very good documentaries. Accurate information, really opened my eyes to a lot of things. Question I do have is, I wasn't really familiar with FBA, and it came by way of me through a post I was looking at through someone called Nikki the God.
Okay.
And that's how it came by me. So I started researching foundational Black Americans, or FBA. And
yes,
I do agree, completely with it, because there is a push by other nationalities to attempt to dominate our, the things that we suffered for and the things that we went through to establish from slavery coming forward. And it seems that you really are the one who's really, from what I've done on the internet searching, you seem to be the one who's only really conquering this and standing up against this. So, I just wanted to, I'm 54 years old.
yes.
I started into hip hop on my part on, 1977, 78, somewhere around there. And, I witnessed its, topmost part, and then its decline. So my question is this, based on foundational FBA.
Yes.
How does one prove that the foundations of Black American music has only its roots from those Africans who were brought here enslaved, and then those children known as African Americans are the foundational people who created, motivated, and continue to evolve Black American music? How do you prove this?
Well, the proof is in the pudding. Just look at all of the genres. When it was jazz, that was us. We created that in New Orleans. That was us who created that. We weren't in contact with other people like that. We got leftover instruments that were left over from the Civil War, and we started and created jazz and blues. We created blues on the plantations, something that we created. We put a little swing to that blues and made rock and roll. Robert Johnson. We created rock and roll. Even the term rock and roll was a foundational Black American slang term. We created that. And then we put some rhythm to the blues. It became rhythm and blues. Got to mix that gospel in there. You understand? And then we created in the 1960s, with James Brown and others, we started to be more percussive with the music and created funk. That's what funk is. Funk is just us being percussive with the music. Then we created disco. Out of funk and disco comes hip hop. We created that too, based on the funk breaks that we'd created before. And the reason why I know we did it and we did it exclusively, where is it coming from other people? Where's the funk from these other people at the same time? Where's the disco from these other people beforehand or at the same time? Where's the jazz coming from these other people at the same time we created it? You see, that's why I say the proof is in the pudding. None of these other people had the same things we had going on at the same time, or even a precursor to it. It's all us. And once we do something that's successful, people try to click back and say, hey, we kind of had an influence on it. No, 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 you didn't. You're just jumping on the bandwagon. We created all of these genres, and we still create these different genres. It's all us, because you don't see these other groups have it in their homeland like that. So that's the proof in the pudding right there. All right?
Yes, I appreciate it. You gave me a route for research. I just keep it timeline wise because,
Okay.
you know, from what this came to me again through your post only. This is all new to me, but I have been, you know, involved in hip hop for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, I hope I didn't offend Nikki the God, but you know, I did put the evidence out. So she released something talking about the Moroccans or the FBA, the foundational founders of you know, Black American music. So I did my research and I did post the research from the music, the video of MC Punjabi. So I have and I did the research on that, and I posted all of my research and I posted it in order so people can see that that was a false claim, that no, foundational African American music, specifically hip hop in this regard, did not come from Morocco. It came from South Bronx, 1970, 71, 72. I'm from New York. I'm originally from Long Island, but being in that scene, you know, so no, I'm not trying to take up a lot of time. It's the first time I've ever spoke on one.
There you go. Thank you so much. I'm gonna land your plane. You I got your point. You're one of these guys that takes a minute to land that plane. That's why I got to land the plane for you, but I get it. It's foundational Black American. It's not foundational African American. Much different. No, 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 no. We're foundational Black Americans. We're not foreigners. No, no, no. We're not foreigners. We are foundational Black Americans. We are not foreigners, nor are we immigrants. All right, Mr. Goldstein, I think that's your name. Mr. Goldstein. I see
Peace.
Brother Marcel. I see Sir Major. Shout out to Brother Sir Major. What's up, Mr.
I say,
Goldstein?
off to go on this day of Ogun. Peace to you and yours, Tariq.
I'm good, man. How are
I'm
you?
swell, Flex.
Yes, and then where you from, sir?
I'm originally from the Bay Area here in California, the Silicon Valley, Flex.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, so what's on your mind, sir?
I wanted to get your perspective on this past year. There was a publishing of Zora Neale Hurston's Barracoon, and it coincided with the founding of the Clotilde slave ship in Mobile Bay.
Yeah.
It was touched upon in a documentary on Amazon Video, documentary by Samuel L. Jackson called Enslaved. And they touched on it along with other issues of the MAFA. I wanted to get your perspective because as someone here in the Silicon Valley, data processing, I'm seeking a lot of STEM grants to be able to put my pilot into effect. And do you feel that it's being treated with sufficiently, or is it something that we in the foundational Black American diaspora have to push further into center? Because I think it's a good segue into.
Okay, I had to land your plane. To be honest, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. You kind of lost me. I had to land this plane, to be honest. You kind of lost. I didn't know where you were going, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Then you start talking about slave ships. Then you start talking about STEM and Silicon Valley, and then a STEM grant. You're just kind of all over the place, and I don't want to sit here trying to figure out where I don't want to be confused, and I don't want the audience to be confused. So everybody, when you call up, you gotta kind of have your thoughts a little more clear and concise so that you're making sense when you call them. And I know it's late, and I know some of you have smoked a little something, and it's a holiday, so your family's over and your uncle and brought you some of that good sticky from somewhere, and I know how it is. But let's get it together. Let's get it together. All right, let's get the Black Renaissance podcast. The Black Renaissance podcast. All right, Black Renaissance podcast.
Yeah, so you can hear me?
I can hear you. What's up,
What's
brother?
up, my brother? Well, first I want to say thank you for letting me on and all that. Shout out to you for even establishing a foundational Black American group and loop where progressive Black men could come together and speak.
And remember, it's a lineage. It's not a group.
A lineage,
A
cool.
lineage. Right. Let's be very clear. There is no foundational Black American group. I do not have a group, nor am I the leader of a group. The only group that pretends to be a lineage is ADOS. All right. They have leaders with strap-ons and all of this shit. we don't have a group. And I'm not your mama or your daddy. I ain't your no, none of that. I only pointed out a lineage. That's it. But go ahead. What's on your mind?
All right, so I have one or two questions. My first question is, why do you think Black people have lost the will to fight in 2023? So even with one of a person who called up earlier was speaking about the doctor who said Black women are just basically using doctors as excuses to call out to work and stuff like that. And it almost seems she's just kowtowing to white supremacy and stuff like that. But I live in New York City, and in New York, there's literally no more will left to fight. Anybody that you try to bring up white supremacy to or racism, it's they get on. It's either one, they are immigrant who's on the side of white supremacy to Oh, and if they're not an immigrant and they're a full-blown foundational Black American, they're kind of going along to get along because they have bills and stuff like that. So they'll side with you just enough just to kind of be on your side, but not enough to really make the point that racism is a thing. So why do you think that is?
Well, very good question. Now, you're in New York City, and the thing is, there's a lot of non-FBA people up there, a lot of tethers up there. So they're naturally, they have an affinity for white supremacy. They've been sitting around dreaming in their homelands to be next to some damn white supremacists. So they're not going to challenge them at all. In fact, they'll fight us over them. When we start talking about white supremacy, the tethers are the ones who attack us. Leave these white people alone. They're that type of thing. And you do have some FBA Sambos here and there. You do have some, and we call them out. And many of these people are on the take. A lot of folks are shills. A lot of folks have ties to the Democratic Party. So they have a couple of trays of butter biscuits out for people to go along. But let's be very clear. There's a lot of us who are foundational Black Americans who actually are fighting back. See, that's the thing. There are a lot of us who are going against the system of white supremacy in overt and covert ways. There's enough of us, which is a great thing. I'm not going to say we're not doing it. Yes, we are. We're pushing back and we're saying, hey, we need our tangibles. There's a reason why the reparations movement has so much steam right now. That's us pushing back. We are forcing the conversation to be on the table. And the white supremacists, they feel like that's an L right there, just to be forced to talk about it. They feel like that's an L for them. Just the fact that it's in the national lexicon, they have to discuss reparations now. They were not able to brush us off and ignore us. We stood on our square, we got on code, and we pushed that line. You understand? Real talk. Let me get our brother Sir Major in the building. Sir Major, hop on. Mr. Sir Major, hop on, brother.
What's up, brother Tariq? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you, fam?
I'm doing all right, man. Wanted to bring some to your attention. Right now, you talked about the momentum that we have and the progress that we're making. Rest assured, as something you already know, is that the Democratic Party is in full swing and they're bringing out the woodworks. They're bringing out Democratic shields. and they're getting people that
Yeah.
are on the app that are dogging out black men who dare to question authority, who dare to speak out, who dare talk about the alternative. And what the Democratic Party is doing is they're using right now strategically the LGBT community. And this is how they're doing it. They're picking out LGBT influencers, like the gay dude named Too Raw, whatever his name is. They're inviting him to the
Yeah.
White House. They're giving them crumbs. They're making them feel accepted. Making them feel like they have a level of access. There's another guy on this app named Chris Evans, and what they're doing is they're running down brothers like Mark Carter, dogging him out, using his criminal history to make it to devalue and to criminalize him so that black folks can say, well, we can't get behind this guy because he's a criminal. So what advice would you have to the family when we see things like this?
Great question. When we see these obvious Democratic shills attacking some of the activists out here or some of our politicians who might be FBA who's trying to stand up and push our agenda, it's up to you guys, it's up to the community, it's up to the grassroots to call those folks out. Call these shills out, family. Enough of us, well, me, I call them out. Our brother Sir Major calls them out. We need more people on the grassroots to call these folks out. When we see them in these rooms and we know that they're Democratic shills, meaning they're just going to say anything to, and let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with a Democrat who's trying to do the right thing. If somebody's within the Democratic Party saying, hey, man, I'm trying to get them to get on board, I'm trying to really, really work within the Democratic Party to get these folks to give us something. Okay, that's different if we have that. But if we got somebody or some people coming around us, well, what Joe Biden, he is going to give some money to some HBCUs. And when they start that, or when they start trying to denigrate real grassroots activists, those are red flags right there. We got to see that these people are sent down to demonize and try to denigrate real boots on the ground people. And it's up to the grassroots to call that stuff out. You got to watch these people. So we need soldiers and riders on all fronts, man. We got to stop. Because, see, the thing is, man, a lot of us, a lot of black folks got this thing where when we see somebody being demonized, it's like a soap opera. We like the damn drama. Let's be real. A lot of that, when we see these Democratic shills come out and they're talking greasy, like niggas are doing the Birdman hand rub. Ooh, there's some drama going on. Let me hear this. No, that has to be shut down. That type of stuff needs to be shut down. We don't need shills coming in here bringing that energy that they done brought over from the white people over at the DNC. And in many of these Twitter spaces, you got some people who are so obvious damn shills that the DNC sent. You got to call them out. For example, we get this one guy, the Haitian guy, who calls up all the time with all of these Democratic talking points. Now, this guy's so damn obvious. And, and I politely let him know, brother, we're on to you. And I let you guys know, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring this guy up. His name is, I forgot his name. Y'all know who he is. He calls up all the time. He's a Haitian dude. And I tell the family before I let him on, hey guys, here's a Democratic shill. All right. I'm letting y'all know now. So I let folks know. So when y'all hear these talking points, understand where it's coming from. And sure enough, he comes in with all of the DNC talking points. And he knows that we're on it. We're on to him. And I can even respect him for even popping his collar like, yeah, they sent me. But let me tell you what they sent me to say. So he goes through with it anyway. You understand? If you just say, hey, look, I know what you're up to, man. I know these white folks that sent you down here. What's the memo? Well, Biden has done this for the black community. No, nigga. No. He comes down with the talking points and we tell him, hey, go tell the DNC to go back to the drawing board. You understand? Just call them out. Just stop playing. I'm not going to sit up here and let y'all run these plays that's been sent down from white mommy, white daddy. And y'all got to stop entertaining that in a good faith manner because it's all in bad faith. And you know it's in bad faith, but a lot of y'all like the drama. Y'all cut that out. Let me get my sister Nikki in, and then I'm going to get the atavist. I'm gonna get him in. Let me get Nikki first, and then the Atavist. What's up, Miss Nikki?
Hi. Hi Tariq. Hi Atavis. I just wanted to make it clear for the guy who was saying Nikki the God said that Moroccan people invented hip hop. I'm a proud foundational Black American, and I would never say that. Seriously, I
Oh,
was
I know.
just
I know you
trolling.
did. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
know you.
put it in the chat, the tweet, and I retweeted it. But the guy was referring to I was referring to a tweet where they were talking about the Moroccan culture influenced our music. So I was just trolling, and also foundational Black Americans created hip hop way more than 50 years ago. So I just wanted to be clear about that. I would never say something like that. Thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you, love. Let's get the Atavist in here. The brother, the Atavist. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Man, this is fantastic. I'll be real quick and to the point. People, we are doing fantastic. A relatively small number of us are dedicated. We
Yeah.
couldn't even have this conversation 20 years ago. Um, and I just want to reiterate when we're having these conversations, specifically with white supremacists, we can get them all to do everything, but come up with solutions. They play both sides of the argument. They'll say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. You guys are terrorized. That's right." But when it comes up with the money, they all go silent. So just be prepared for that.
Oh yeah.
Keep pushing. We will win. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. And this brother right here, man, y'all follow him because during the Rutgers Sussay, this brother has some great book recommendations. This brother was retweeting a lot of his book recommendations, phenomenal book recommendations, family. That's what we got to do, man. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all were giving. I was piling up my Amazon cart with some books that I didn't even have. So that's good that we get to kind of network as far as reading recommendations. That's powerful. I was giving some of the books that I'm on right now, and it was somebody gave a book about Black architecture in the United States, something called Black Builders. It was something I had to get that, so that's going to be coming to me in a few weeks. So there's a lot of good books people were recommending. We're going to have to start doing that on a regular basis. That type of thing. We shouldn't even wait like at the end of the year. We might have to start doing book recommendations once a damn week or something. We need to really, really get on that. Let's get Bar Amina. Bar Amina. Let's get Bar Amina. I think that's your name, sir. Hop on, and you can unmute your microphone, sir. Mr. Bar Amina. Am I pronouncing your name right? You have some foreign words or letters. And while we're waiting on you to get you're probably in the middle of an Uber order, so we'll wait for you to get your order done with. And while we're waiting on that, let's get Cherry Spring. Let's get Cherry Springs in the building. It's
Hi,
Cherry.
Tariq. I was just calling kind of on a similar strain as some of the previous callers. As somebody who's like in between millennial and Gen Z, so I'm under 30. I'm still young. I'm wondering how do we go against like the older generations? I think Jason or the Black Authority calls them the Civil Rights generation. How do we go
Yeah.
against them in the sense of getting them on board? Because I've tried to talk to my family, try to talk to my people. They not listening, and I don't know how we supposed to do what we supposed to do when they just determined to keep voting blue and keep doing what they've been doing for the past you know what I mean, all those
Right,
decades.
right. All right. Great question. The thing is, charge them to the game. Okay, let's get this shit straight. Stop trying to convert your parents and grandparents. Black folks, let me say it again. Stop trying to convert them. We love Nana, we love Mom, we love Pop Pop, but when it comes to the political and tangible ideologies that we're going for and resources that we're going for, we got to get the new energy because Mom and Pop Pop, they're set in their ways. Unfortunately, we still love them, but they're set in their ways. Right now, this is warfare. Warfare is for the young. You understand? There's a lot of our parents, They've had to cope. A lot of them had to surrender, unfortunately, and that's what it is. We still love them, but we have to look at the future. It's the young folks. See, that's where the threat is. See, they see the reparations movement has trickled down to the young people. You have young people talking about reparations. That's where the fear is, because that's the energy right now. You get them young. So remember, when we had the rally for reparations last year, you saw all those young people out there. We had elders out there. We had middle-aged people. We had kids out there, family. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Brilliant children. What was that one little girl? It was one girl, 8 years old. She was an entrepreneur. This girl was a genius, smart as a whip. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I forgot what the little girl's name was, but she was doing a lot of interviews out there. This girl had us so proud. We're so proud of this girl. We had kids out there saying, yes, we need them tangibles. That's raising their antennas. You understand? That's raising the antennas when we get the young folks. You dig? Mama and pop them, they're gonna be in the house. They're gonna be inside. They're not really gonna be out there on the blade like that. They're not going to be out there in the streets like that. And this is why the Democrats are failing, because their rhetoric only caters to the older generation. And that's not good enough. You got to get them streets, and the streets, that's the youth. And they don't have them. They don't have the youth. So they try to go the rap route, but even the youth, they can see past that. They can see through that. They can see the con game in that. When you got the Fat Joes and all of that, the young folks, they see what it is. And also, the young folks are listening to us. They're listening to us on the grassroots. They're listening to us. That's why they attack me so much, the Democratic shills, and they send their minions to try to attack and try to discredit me. They're trying to do that so that the young people would be put off, so they won't listen. You understand? So it's the youth we got to go for. Bar Amina, you want to get on? Turn your microphone on. You got your hand up.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tariq Nasheed Sama, for hosting this space. It's interesting, very
Now,
interesting space.
now, where are you from? Where's that flag? Where's that flag from?
Oh, this flag is just a random flag I put up there. It's a French flag. But I'm from Africa, South Africa, to be
South
exact.
Africa. Okay. What part of
Yeah,
South Africa?
Limpopo region.
Okay. Now, where is that?
It's in the northeastern part.
Is that above Johannesburg? I mean,
It's above Johannesburg, yeah.
okay. Are you still there now?
No. I live in the UK right now.
You
Europe.
you live in the UK.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Yo,
But I wanted to ask.
go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. I've been very interested in this FBA movement. That I guess you set up, or one of the pioneers for, right?
Hmm.
And I'm an African, and I know there's a lot of Africans living in America, and I know there's a lot of contentions between Africans and Black Americans, at least online. And I was just thinking to myself, why is that? Why can't Africans and FBAs all work together? Why do we have to call each other musty, stinky, and all of these, words like, I don't know if I can say, but akata and things like that? We don't have to do that to each other. Is there a way in which Africans and FBAs can work together?
Well, if you're musty, we can't really work with you. You got to, take care of the must. If somebody's calling you musty, there might be something to it, sir. So, have you anybody who's calling you musty? Why do you think they're calling you musty?
But is that all Africans though? Do you
No,
think Africa's a country? Like, is
no,
everybody musty?
no. But if somebody's saying that you're musty, you might need to go to rootworkstyle.com and get you a nice batch of root work. And we do ship
Mm.
internationally. You can send some bottles over there to the UK. It has to be a little more with shipping. The shipping is going to be a little bit more. You might have to drive a couple of more Uber orders in order to get it shipped over there. But we can get you some root work so nobody will call
Uh,
no
are
more.
there any like FBA detergent companies and like stuff like that?
Detergent companies?
Yeah, detergent companies, perfume companies, stuff like that. So we can, because I want to work with FBA. You know, I mean, you guys are one of the cultural pioneers of the modern day age. You know, even me right now, I'm still in my Motown era. I'm very culturally influenced by you guys. No cap. So I'm
Okay.
just saying, I want to really work with you guys. I want to build you guys up. I want to support you politically. So I'll do anything. Okay, what are the companies, detergent companies, that are FBA detergent companies that I can buy so I can, be less musty as an African?
Well, you can go get Rootwork. You can go get
Root
Rootwork.
work.
Yeah, Rootwork. You can go to
Okay.
rootworkstyle.com. That's
Root.
it's an FBA deodorant company, and it has a lot of different scents for you. Um, you,
Mm,
you sound like a grade B musty, so I would suggest the mango scent.
grade B?
Grade B. There's different grades of must. You sound like you might
Okay.
be a grade B, so I would suggest the mango. The mango scent would work for you, sir. I think.
What's the highest grade?
Grade A. Grade
Just
A.
want to be extra careful,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
can.
Grade A, you're going to need the lavender.
Okay.
You're going to need the lavender or the blueberry for the grade A. But I sense that you're a
Mm.
grade B. There's not too much must, but there's just enough must for me to sit on the other side of the vehicle and around, sir. But
Uh-huh.
but my man, much respect to you, brother. Thank you so much. Go to rootworkstyle.com to cure that grade B must. All right. Let's get I can't pronounce your name. You got a cartoon bat on your thing, brother, and I cannot pronounce your name. But you have a cartoon bat on your page, so you should know who you are, sir.
Yeah, it's Escos. Can you give me a second? Actually, I'm coming in the middle of something. I didn't expect to get up so soon.
Okay, well, sir, you can't get on in the middle of Postmates orders, sir. You want to run up there and deliver the package and run back to the car? What are we doing?
Yeah, if it's okay, can I just come back in like a couple minutes or so? I'll go down and then if I can be brought
Okay,
up at the second time.
we'll let you do that. And don't eat the people's fries when you're making a delivery, sir.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay,
my best.
do your best, man. Don't do that. I hate, you're ordering something and a tether and bit off the corn dog or some shit. All right. He's going to be all right. Let him deliver that order. He'll be straight. Let's see who we got. Oh, we got hardworking Tether in here. His, his name is Hardworking Tether. All right, Mr. Hardworking Tether, hop on, sir.
Oh man, I've been trying to get onto this place for so long, man. Tariq, man, I love you, man. You're going to have to stop calling us tethers, though.
Now, why is that? Now, all of you are not tethers, sir. Just some of the ones who try to undermine us. Well, why do you have a problem with the word tether?
Because it's a bad word. It's like the N word or something, man. I'm tired of it.
Well, but as long as you don't act like a tether, you won't be called a tether, sir.
And then
Right?
you make fun of our women. You say they have big backs and crusty feet, and I mean, it's true, but you don't have to tell everybody. Why do you do this?
Some of the women are very beautiful. I will give credit where credit is due. Some of the
Man,
women
man, fuck those bitches, man. I want to be with the FBA women, man. Show me,
now,
man.
why do you want the FBA women? Why do you want them over
Because
your women?
because the wigs do not look like Party City wigs, number one. I want a woman, when she gets a weave, it looks real, not fake. It doesn't look like it belongs on Ronald McDonald.
No, I will not let you disparage the women from your culture. They do not look like Ronald McDonald. Some of the women are very lovely, sir.
I see them every day, man. You should see how crusty and hard the feet are, man. You can start a fire, man.
No, not all of them.
Well, we know who has the most beautiful women. That's what I'm trying to be with you guys, man. I want to come to the cookout, man. I am tired of eating bushmeat, man.
No, you can bring a couple of slabs of bushmeat to the cookout. We'll learn each other's culture. We'll do that. Lord, 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 Lord. Okay, let me see who else we got. We got Techno Static. Somebody named Techno Static in the building. Mr. Techno Static. What's going on, Techno Static? Techno? Techno, where you at, brother? Excuse me. Techno. He's trying to get his microphone working. He's trying to get it popping. And shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of folks in here in the middle of the night. Almost 700 people in the middle of the night chopping it up with us right now. And I ain't going to be on here too long because, the family is still up. And I got to go see what they're in the house doing. Techno, you good? What's up, brother? All right. While we're waiting on Techno, let's get Black Zeus in here. Black Zeus. Black Zeus. What's up, Black Zeus?
What's good? So I've been listening to your stuff for like a while now. I came across the Hidden Color series, and it's really educational, and it put me on to a lot of stuff, especially the FBA stuff. But I just wanted to ask, like, what do you think why do you think a bunch of non-FBA people, not white people specifically, but like black people, why do you think they always have so much bad stuff to say about us? Like, what did we ever do to them type stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's really a bunch of non-FBA people, man, and they got a lot of vitriol for us because there's a lot of jealousy there. There's a lot of contempt. We got to understand, man, a lot of folks, they have a lot of insecurities that they bring over here with them because they had to bounce from their homelands and they're looked at a certain way. And a lot of them like to project their insecurities onto us because they left and fled their homeland. They were colonized. Um, they really don't have that much of a culture. And then they like to project that nonsense onto us. And and here's the thing, a lot of that contempt comes because we're the only people who help them. You understand? A lot of these different groups who come over here, we are literally the only people who really help them collectively. And there's a lot of contempt that comes when you help people who are downtrodden. A lot of people, when they have a certain mindset, instead of showing appreciation, they will have contempt for people who help them out. Tethers are real bad on that. Tethers are very bad on that shit when people help them out and then they turn on them. That's a real disgusting characteristic that a lot of people unfortunately have. And the reason they feel like that is because when you help somebody, instead of them being grateful, because you have to be um, almost submissive to somebody to show gratitude. And for them to be gracious to us, that's a blow to their ego. So they would rather remix history. You niggas got music from us. You niggas got your culture from us. They it's that type of thing after we've helped them. And we got to understand as foundational Black Americans, we've helped a lot of groups, man. A lot of groups of people, man. And it to be honest, it's never really been reciprocated. None of these groups have helped us. Let's keep it a buck. Black FBA family, let's keep it a buck. Who helped us collectively? What group can say they've ever helped us collectively? You understand? Like, hey, we did this as a collective specifically for you, foundational Black Americans. Nobody can say that. You understand? Okay, we got Conservative Chris. Conservative Chris, you're not interesting, brother. You're doing you're a time wasting troll. You want to get up here and waste time. And I'm not going to let you waste time, Conservative Chris. You get into a bunch of bad faith arguments, you get debunked, and then jump to the next bad faith argument. get debunked, then jump to another bad faith argument, get debunked, and then jump to another. And that when people do that, their primary focus is to just waste time. And I'm not going to let you be a time wasting troll. We're not going to let that happen. So let's get Daniel in here. Daniel.
Good morning, Tariq.
What's up, Daniel? How are you?
Good. Can you answer this in the Jumbotron? Wait for it to load. It's just a quick question.
Okay, because there's somebody who put a bunch of spam stuff in the Jumbotron. So how about you just
No, wait.
ask the question?
So, is it true that like your wife is biracial and your white family lives to you? Because there's photo evidence of that.
And my white family did what to me, sir?
So your wife is white. And,
Okay, wait. You just contradicted yourself. You just said she's mixed race, and then you said she's white. So which one is it, sir?
I mean, half black, half white. Oh, you.
Okay,
Oh,
no, it doesn't work like that. My wife is black. Where you're from, they got that little, they got those color codes that they divide you on. And foundational Black American culture, we don't have that, sir. We don't have it. My wife is a beautiful Black woman, sir.
Is she half? So, her white side of the family lives with you, correct?
Sir, what kind of weird fantasy is that? Why are you making up a fantasy that you're fantasizing about, sir? That's your why would you fantasize about something so weird?
Because you're claiming, right, that your FBA and FBAs are this, and that. Your wife isn't even FBA. Her ancestors were
Yes.
slave masters.
No, her family's FBA. Her father's FBA, sir.
What about her mother?
Her mother's white.
Oh wow! So you don't have the same energy you have for, black people in different countries with your white family. Oh, interesting.
What white family?
Your wife's mother.
Well, that's not my white family. That's her mother. They ain't got nothing to do with me. What are you talking about, sir? Your reach ain't reaching, sir. You're trying to
Have you
make,
have you got them to pay you reparations? You should be
sir.
charging them.
Well, sir, your reach is very weak. Your reach ain't reaching, sir. It's failing, sir. Why
I
you,
know. I wouldn't spend my holidays because you see, us pro-black people, we don't spend our holidays with white
sir,
people. You do though.
sir? You're not pro-black, sir. You sound like you have your pussy spread for a white man right now, sir. You sound
That's a weird fantasy, Tariq.
you sound very moist and upset, sir.
What a weird fantasy, Tariq. Are you?
Well, sir. Your troll material is very, very weak, and your voice is very squeaky and moist. And you sound like you have a white zaddy over there, sir. And you're fantasizing about white people living with me who don't exist. There are no white people who live with me, sir. That's your fantasy because you tethers fantasize about white people all the time, sir. Why is that?
Well, what? The same reason why you fantasize about, me with a in a gay relationship.
Because I can hear it in your voice, and there's nothing wrong with that, sir. There's nothing wrong with that. I can hear you in your voice. You're
No,
a very effeminate man, sir, and that's okay. Is that part of why you're projecting these white fantasies because you have a zaddy? Is that what it is, sir?
no, it's interesting that you have this energy for me, but not
Right.
your white mother-in-law.
Oh, sir, it has nothing to do with me, sir. But your zaddy has everything to do with you. You chose a zaddy. I chose a black woman, and you chose a zaddy, sir. So there's a big difference. Why did you choose a zaddy? How come you couldn't get a strong black man to tear your pussy up? Why'd you get a white man to do it?
Why couldn't your father-in-law do it?
I don't give a damn. I don't know him like that. But I'm talking to you, and you had a white man rummage all in your pussy instead of getting a strong black brother who's
Wait, I'm married to a beautiful Jamaican lady. Thank you.
sir. Not with that voice, sir. Not with that voice. She would call you all types of batty boys with that voice, sir. You don't have a Jamaican woman, sir. You're very moist and
I
feminine,
do.
sir.
She's gorgeous.
Sir, the Jamaican woman is you. That's who you dress up as at night and roam the streets campaigning for bussy. You've
What a
created
weird what a weird fantasy.
sir, that's you put a wig on and pretend to be your own wife, nigga. You're your own wife. You done made up a character. You done made up a white family that's non-existent for me. And then at night you make up a Jamaican wife and it's you. You put on a wig and some high heel shoes and some hoop earrings, and your street name is Patra. All right. And you go around Washington, D.C. doing the butterfly for jerk chicken. Is that what you do, nigga? Daniel.
You have me muted. Oh, so I'm still here.
You have me muted. And nigga, you think you trying to convince us you got a wife. You have me muted. You're very feminine, brother. And I'm not knocking your lifestyle, sir. You are our brother. But you're very, very, very effeminate, sir. Anything else in mind?
So why do you have so many gay fantasies? Every other word out your mouth is bussy this, bussy that.
Because you are exemplifying exactly what.
Tell the cracker that's married to your
You can't get it. You can't even, sir. You can't even get the troll material out. You're not that good at trolling, sir. Have you always been a failure? You've been a disappointment to your family, sir.
Wait, you're the only failure here is the failed rapper,
sir. The only thing that's rapping is your lips around a white man's pole, sir. So you are the number one rapper in the building right now, sir. All right. Sir Dix-a-Lot, that's your name. Listen, Sir Dix-a-Lot.
Doug, Carlos sells more than you. Sells more than you.
Sir Dix-a-Lot, why are you projecting your fantasies here, sir? What's going on with
Tariq Nasheed, your DNA would be on my shoes.
Sir. The only DNA is the white man's DNA on your back, sir. A little more than you. Go ahead, sir.
The slave master DNA that runs through your son's veins.
Sir. Zaddy must not have called you for a date tonight because you're very angry. You're very, very angry. Why are you so angry, sir? Where's that moist, angry energy coming from, sir?
Oh, no, I'm not angry. It's just, a statement of fact.
What's the statement of fact?
That you have that during your holidays, you meet up with crackers. There's picture evidence.
Wait, what the hell was that sound? Was that your bussy queefing, sir? What was that sound? Is that air? Sir, what was that sound? Did y'all hear that? Is that air getting out your bussy, sir? That was a very weird, moist sound that I heard in the background, sir.
I farted because I'm shitting on you, fuck nigga.
Sir, no, that was your bussy queefing, sir. You sitting on your stomach, aren't you? And air just got released from your bussy crack, brother. Don't do that. This ain't that kind of call, sir. Don't do that. Don't be over here doing stuff to yourself while you're calling. That's not cool. I don't respect that. I don't respect that, sir. Now you go take that somewhere. If you go to a bathhouse somewhere, don't call here applying lubricants to yourself while you're talking to me. I'm disgusted, sir.
That's called a fart, Tariq.
No, that was a queef, nigga. That wasn't a fart. That was a queef. You're doing stuff to yourself, and I mind you to get off the phone, sir. I'm disgusted with this call now, and
All right.
I bid you a good night. Get out of here. Don't call here with air in your pussy. How dare you, sir? Did y'all hear how loud that was? Yo, wide, cavernous pussy making noises. Don't you call with that, you weird ass dudes. There's a lot of weird dudes out here. He's getting his Bucci cat together before he goes out dressed as a Jamaican woman. Lord, a lot of y'all are very lonely on the holidays. All right. This nigga's been kicked out by his family. He sounds like a tether who has, some lifestyle choices that don't gel with his tether family, so they don't associate with him. So he's lonely on Christmas. So he's at home, letting an elf on the shelf rummage in his ass. And he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's very angry. Fantasizing about my household, about white people that don't exist in my house. And letting wind out of his damn bourgina. You disgusting bastard. I'm disgusted. Lord. Now that just messed the mood up for the night. All right. It's time to end this thing. I don't want people like that calling up right now. We're going to get up out of here now. I don't like that. He done made the room feel dirty now. This is the dirty place. I don't want to be here no more in this room. He soiled and sullied the room, family. He done messed it up. Now the room smells. All right. It smells like eggnog and thong juice. It smells in here now. There's a virtual stench. And I'm done with this. Anyway, family, if there's a time for Rootwork, is now. Go to rootworkstyle.com. Let's get this stench out of here. Rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm out of here. You guys have a great holiday week, ladies and gentlemen. Papia Kute and Lala Vuve to the family. Peace.